What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph Cronin Zone 6B. If you're here for the first time, welcome for the first time. Now, you may not be able to hear over the noise. I am having some work done to my house, and so it is quite the chaos. But I wanted to pop on real quick and walk y'all with me through the garden. Y'all know how it is when you've been gone for a while. I had to water like crazy. It has not rained. There is no rain in the forecast in Ohio, and so I relied on somebody else to water for me, and the stuff did survive. I will say the stuff did survive. So there's some good stuff, some good things, but there was also some what I call casualties. Before I left, I noticed that there had been some animal damage. I will show you guys that. I'll also show you what I did to try to slow down the animal damage. I didn't have time to set the traps and all of that because I don't like to set traps when I'm not going to be here, because if you set a trap, you catch an animal, guess what? It's your responsibility to do something with that animal. So there's some things that I have to do. There is some things that I already did, and we're just going to talk about it. So first of all, if you saw my comment that my green beans got going, green beans grow very fast. So I picked all of these green beans. I still have some like producing these flowers. The thing about green beans is if you don't pick them on a regular basis and you let the pods get all big, they'll just go to seed and say forget you. So I had to pick those green beans. That is the first thing that I did when I got out here. Now, before I left, some of y'all had told me that I need to cut this pepper. I know y'all saw that cage. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and see what else it produces. If I can do, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. I am not about to break my pepper plant. So there it is. Y'all, if y'all know whether this purple pepper is sweet, y'all let me know. It is kind of small, but that's okay. I use it anyway, and it smells good. So this pepper plant is super healthy. You see how green it is? I don't have any doubt that it'll give me more peppers. In fact, I see some coming in right there. So anyway, I gotta do some harvesting of these peppers because this has been this pepper right here has been a problem child, because I want them to continue to grow. Now, the first thing that I noticed, or one of the first things that I noticed when I came out here, is this pepper plant is, the stem is broken. So my daughter must have watered this plant and must have accidentally broke it. So I was a little bit disappointed in that, but it is easy to do, and I do appreciate her doing that. Before I left, before I get to that, let me show y'all. Guess what? I got some okra coming in. Y'all see it? Right there. Got some okra coming in. So I'm super excited about that. Finally, that's a good thing, right? And before I left though, this is what happened to my broccoli plant. This is, I believe, a squirrel, but it is trying to grow out a side shoot, and down here too, it's trying to grow out some side shoots. Down there, side shoots, and up here. So I'm gonna leave it and see what it does. It didn't get to my broccoli. Still have that covered, and I gotta cover this back up. But so in addition to that, I got these tomatoes that are ready. I'm gonna go ahead on and pull these red ones off. As you can see, if y'all can see way down there, that's what I mean by something has been in here. So I know that I think was a skunk. They only ate half of the tomato and then they left. And then as you can see, I got some tomato. This vine right here is dying out, but that's okay. I want these to ripen a little bit before, or at least blush like this one, before I take them off. And let me see. In here, ooh, there's a lot of bees in here. I'm looking. That's bachelor's buttons. That's gone for the year. These tomatoes are actually doing really well. So these are some that I sprayed. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update too while I'm in here. These are some that I sprayed. It did slow down the disease by a lot. And so, as you can see, they are still producing. So that's how I normally get my late in the season tomatoes. But anyway, moving on. I'm gonna leave that tomato in there, but there is a couple more tomatoes here. I ain't trying to break nothing. No, don't break no plants. I'm gonna put it. Uh-oh. So I thought this was one I could get. Clearly it's not. So I'm gonna chuck that in the compost bin. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't be wasteful. If you're gonna get something, get something. Don't be coming up in here biting off my stuff and then can't get this off. These brandy wines, they don't play. Hang on, y'all. Let me get this tomato. Don't be coming in here biting off my stuff and then you ain't gonna take that. You know, these animals wasn't raised right. You know, how rude is that? For you to come up in here, bite off my stuff, moving on. You don't have no regard for me and my feelings. And not even eat the whole thing. You're supposed to eat what's on your plate. That's how I was taught. I don't know if that's a healthy thing or unhealthy thing, but you're supposed to eat what's on your plate. But let's see. There's some more in here blushing. I saw let's see, and these I want to get because they're splitting. So I'll grab those while I can. And then let me move on and show y'all what else. So anyway, I had some animals that were a problem before I went on vacation. So this is what I did. I built this makeshift cage. Now, the important thing about this makeshift cage is that you have to tilt this chicken wire out like this for it to work. So I tilt the chicken wire out. I go around, I pull out. You can order these corner brackets off Amazon, this PVC off Amazon, or you can get it from Home Depot. So I put, this is an old greenhouse frame that I had, so I utilized that, put it around, and all I did was put some chicken wire in here. Now, I did plant some brassicas in here, as you can see. Right there, another one right there. Those are Copenhagen cabbages. Here is cauliflower, more cauliflower, more cauliflower, cabbage, cauliflower, and so forth. You get the point. So in here, and there's some mustard greens too. That's a mustard green right there. And these broccoli plants, no, I think those aren't broccoli, those are collards. They ended up getting chewed down as well, but they'll grow back. they'll grow back. So I'm gonna leave them. So anywho, another thing that I noticed is this bed here. I'm curious. Y'all know I'm all over the place. I'm curious to see if these carrots are gonna grow well in this clay soil, but they look healthy, don't they? These collards, some of these collards have powdery mildew. So I'm not, normally I'll treat powdery mildew with the same thing I treat the fungus with over there on the tomatoes, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually not going to do that with these plants. I think I'm just going to simply cut the powdery mildew off and see what they do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because these are leafy greens and they tend to grow back and rejuvenate themselves. I'm just gonna cut around like this and see what gives. Let me see. This one got it on there too? Yes, it does. So I'll leave the center, the ones that don't have powdery mildew, and I'll just simply take this outer layers off. I think these is purple tree collards. I think. Well, you know, can't tell, but that one doesn't have any powdery mildew on it, but these ones do. So I'm gonna take that one off, and this one I'm gonna take off as well. I sure do hate the waste, but I ain't gonna eat no powdery mildew either. What about this? What's this looking like? I think that one has a little, so I'll take it off too. So the ones that have a powdery mildew, I'll have to go ahead and remove. I've actually never gotten powdery mildew on my brassica plants before, so that's new for me. It's a huge disappointment. But if it's only these purple tree collards, I probably won't grow these again because I don't like plants that like give me a hard time and that are a hassle. And if you're gonna be a hassle and I'm gonna have to keep treating and this and that, listen, I don't have time. I figure that must not be something I should be growing in my zone, and maybe I don't like it in my environment for whatever reason, so I won't grow it again. So I'm gonna try these collards, although I'm gonna try these purple tree collards until next season and see how they do. But I have had a lot of problems with them. So first, when I first planted them, they attracted a ton of aphids, and then after that I had what else did I have? Oh, powdery mildew. They weren't as prolific. They didn't grow as well. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The jury is out on these jokers because I'm not the type of person who gonna baby no plants. I'm not. I don't have time to be doing that. So if it's not gonna fly right, because collard greens is one of the things that I actually don't really have to baby. That one's looking kind of funky too. So, and the rest of these I think are okay. I shouldn't have watered these first. I can't see. I'll take this one too, because I just don't. Let me see what that's looking like. Yeah. Look like that's got some powdery mildew on it too. So, anyway, like I was saying, for plants, they give me a hard time you know, I give them 1, maybe 2 seasons, and then I will not grow them anymore if I have an issue. So, you know, maybe it's the climate. Perhaps it's that the weather temperatures in Ohio been up and down. Maybe it's that. Don't come for me, y'all. I got to step in this bed. Actually, so I don't know, but either way, I feel like all of these leaves are a waste. All right, so clean that up. Now let's move on. Now this little area over here is doing very well. So this little area over here is doing very well. I think it's hilarious that I got volunteer coleus pumping up everywhere. It probably went to seed. These are finally starting to pick up. These dragon tongue mustards. But what I need to do is go ahead and get these radishes. These are cherry bells, and you see there was 2 in that space. I'm gonna leave that one to see if it gets larger. But these radishes, I can go ahead and make me a salad tomorrow with them. I heard roasted radishes are good as well. I haven't tried roasted radishes, but I did hear they were good as well. So some of these radishes I'm gonna go ahead and pull. These actually, they're small, so I'm gonna pull one and leave one so that the other one has an opportunity to establish. And I think that's it. I still haven't gotten to is that a bee? Look like it. I still haven't gotten to harvesting my herbs, but I'll get to that this week. So, you know, that's what's going on. All right, y'all. So that's what's going on over here in the wild, wild west of a garden. Got some animals trying to come up and do their thing at the end of the season. They don't want to let me get this last little bit of harvest. Got a little bit of pest control going on. Take care of that. Gonna continue to clear up, clean out for the season. And I definitely got to do some fertilizing today. All right, y'all. That's going to do it. That's going to be that. It is noisy, 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 noisy. I'm getting sick of it. But that's how I go when you're getting work done. Y'all take care. Gardening season is nowhere near over. So y'all keep growing. Get out there. Do your thing. And I will talk to you on the next video. All right, y'all. Bye for now.